Good morning. Welcome to First Off the Tee, episode number 18. We're here to talk about the U.S. Open, and I want to introduce myself, Doug, and my son, Robert.
Morning, guys. As always, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Advent Golf. For 10% off your entire order, use code ROBEVG10, and you get 10% off anything you want from the website. Give them a check. There's a lot of really cool products on their website. Details will be in the video description. All right.
Excellent.
That was a good little switch up. I wanted you to take the intro.
Big weekend, right?
A lot going on. Hey, let's get that chair out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. U.S. Open.
Yes.
Week number 2 of the season, we have a major.
Unbelievable. With all that's went on with the changes, for us golfers, it was a little delay, and now it's this awesome, holy crap, look what we got going on.
It's like a shotgun effect. Yeah.
I wish we were going up there, but because we're not far away from where they're playing the U.S.
So
Open.
Winged Foot.
Yeah.
Winged Foot. They're just up in New York, right?
Yep. I didn't know the prestige about winning at Winged Foot. Pebble Beach and a couple of these big ones. And, I always, Shinnecock Hills and all the few that are around here, and Baltusrol, which is right down the street from us.
Basically.
But when you win Winged Foot, it's like the top of the top.
Really?
If you win Winged Foot, U.S. Open, it's like winning St. Andrews. It's like being the best of the best, because, so I didn't know that. So, it's gonna be a great.
Have you seen pictures of the rough?
Yes. Oh, that's crazy.
They have you ever seen like the Arnold Palmer drinks, the cans? They're like this tall, or like the tall beer cans?
Like the tall boys. Yeah.
Well, I saw a video. Somebody took one of those and put it in the rough, and the top of the can was flush with the grass.
For all intents and purposes, they can't do anything to the course lengthwise, and with everybody smashing it, DeChambeau killing it out there. The only way they can screw around with you is, so it's like a regular cut of rough. I saw it. It's like a regular cut of rough, maybe 10, 12 feet. I don't even know. And then they're super huge, and if you go over there, you're getting a penalty. There's no doubt, because you cannot advance it. You can only get it out if you can find it. That is a big thing. So
with no fans,
they have no fans. So you only have your volunteer marshals, and most of them are the club members, which I was listening to the other day. So they're like, they are going to lose balls. There's no doubt about it. And they said the pressure is on for the marshals if it's on your hole that you lost. I don't know, it was Justin Lander or somebody they were out playing. He goes, I knew my ball was right here. They could not find it till he ultimately stepped on it.
Wow.
And they knew it was right there.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Holy smokes. Well, we can expect some high scores this tournament. Should we adjust our fantasy then, if we're anticipating this many high scores? Should we adjust our fantasy where maybe we drop our lowest 2 guys? Because you really, ideally with our fantasy, which we're going to do for the U.S. Open, you don't want to have to use a guy who misses the cut.
Right.
For the typical structure, you pick 6 golfers, you drop 1. If you have 2 guys that miss the cut, it's a major penalty to have a guy. Should we just say for the U.S. Open, we drop 2 guys? That way, hopefully, we keep the scores a little bit more true.
I like that. I like that just as a general rule, and I think you can do that in any one of the tournaments. And I'm glad that you brought it up, talking about scores, because just like we've been reading in Zen Golf, I was watching last night an interview with Rory, and they were talking about the scores, and everybody's so amped up that a +7 could actually win the tournament. Zen Golf is you put a line through that par, and you shoot what you shoot. So it doesn't matter whether it's a +7 or a minus 12. Whatever wins the tournament wins the tournament. Everybody's playing the same thing. So they put such a value, and I know the USGA does that. They put a value on what won a particular tournament, and that's why they'll make the greens harder or they'll make the roughs harder. So they don't want you to have a minus 12. But who cares? You're all playing the same course. Whether you knock out one or two people, I think it's irrelevant, but I'll go either way. Yeah, because the scores are going to be high. No doubt about it.
Right. I guess that is true.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
Everybody's
even though the scores are going to be high, the cut might be a +8.
Yeah,
might be the cut. It won't be the typical minus +1.
They're going to scale down to the 72 or 120, whatever.
So then we keep it as it is.
Huh.
We keep it as it is. You get to drop one of your 6.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So let's do the fantasy picks. Let's go for it.
Why don't we? Let's do them, and then we can talk about the weekend.
Okay. Who goes first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Best of one?
Best of one. You ready?
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Take it.
Ah, nice. Oh, man.
So let's explain to the field while you're picking, while you're taking.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at my top picks. Go ahead, you can kind of explain.
So we have the entire field ranked. How many golfers are there? 140 golfers ranked.
Mm-hmm.
We broke them into 3 classes, Class A, B, and C. Class A is the top 30 ranks. Class B is the next 30 ranks, so 31 to 60. And then Class C is 61 till the end of the field. So the way we're running is you get to pick 3 golfers from Class A, 2 golfers from Class B, and 1 golfer from Class C, giving you a total of 6 golfers. And then you do, we calculate combined, so it's your net score between all 6 of your golfers, but you get to drop your worst guys, so it's really your 5 best golfers. And then we each come in with an individual score. Low score wins.
And what do we win?
Oh, we win an Arthur's steak, which now Arthur's is open.
Oh, it is open.
Well, indoor dining is open, 25% capacity. So I think this time, instead of a Costco rendition of the Arthur steak, I think a real Arthur steak is on the line. We get the real Arthur
steak. I'm in for that.
All right. So Doug, who do you take?
Well, of course, you know I'm going to go with Dustin Johnson.
How could you not?
There's no reason why I couldn't.
How could you not?
You're writing them down.
I'll keep track of everything. Oof. You took DJ. I'm gonna take Justin Thomas.
Oh, yeah. You know, you were struggling because I might pick your guy.
Now,
yes.
Do I get the next pick? Remember we talked about. Is it a snake draft? So you get the first, I get the next 2.
Did we do that on the last one? I don't like it. No.
Yeah, now you don't.
No,
like it.
I don't like that.
I think we talked about it, but that's okay. I didn't remember it until now. So
because you heard I was going to pick Xander, but you know what? Going with John Rahm.
I knew you were going John Rahm.
I like John.
I know. I wasn't considering picking Schauffele because I knew you were going to take Rahm. So your little analysis didn't work. I'm taking Xander now. You get one more from the top.
Wow. One more from the top. My guy is up there all the time, but I'm going to go. You know what? Jason Day. He hasn't been producing much, but I think I'm rooting for him.
Okay, that's a good pick. DeChambeau was on the board. He came out hot when golf started back up, and then he kind of fell off.
I briefly thought about DeChambeau.
He was playing well. He looked good at the Rocket Mortgage Classic or whatever that tournament was that he won. McElroy, he just had a kid.
What does that mean?
He might not be mentally. We were talking about it. He might
I know.
not be mentally. He's on the top of the. He's on top of the world. He just had a kid.
Yeah.
I'm going Rory McIlroy.
Nice.
That's the pick.
Nice.
That's the pick. Okay, next class.
Next class. Okay. It's me. I'm going right for my guy who I've been picking.
Brandon Todd.
Going Brandon Todd.
Well, Matt Wolf surprised me with the last fantasy golf we did. He helped me.
He
big
rocked
time.
you.
So I'm going to go with Matt Wolf. One more from this class.
Only one more?
Yeah.
God, I'm going with my heart because I got to see him win. Phil Mickelson. Got to take him.
That's a good pick.
You don't know what happened on did you ever see the last time they played at Winged Foot? What happened?
No.
Well, you should see what happened.
Well, your boy Corey Connors is available.
I know. There was somebody else in there I was looking at too. I was actually going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it because you didn't pick it.
Victor Hovland, Ricky Fowler. Fowler, he never wins, but he might stay close. Gary Woodland, not so bad. All right, I got to make a pick.
Yep.
Time's ticking. The fans are watching.
What do you got?
I'm going Gary Woodland.
Oh, interesting you should say that. I saw an interview with him last night.
Yeah?
And I liked everything that he had to say. I don't know how he's going to do, but he was one.
When he was competing against Koepka last year, it was for one of the majors.
Yeah.
I don't recall which major it was, but it was on Sunday. It was Koepka and Woodland, and Koepka was world ranking number 1. He was smoking the ball. He was doing the Koepka walk where he was just walking down the field, and it was like, get out of his way because he's coming.
Yeah.
And Woodland stuck up there with him and ended up edging him out to win.
Yeah.
So
that is a good pick.
He impressed me.
That's a good pick.
All right, last class.
How many do we get?
1.
One out of here?
Yep.
Jordan Spieth.
All right, I'm going Kevin Kisner.
Nice.
Alrighty, we don't have a lot of time left, Doug. We're flying through
Really?
this podcast. We only have 5 minutes left.
Oh, wow.
So you said you have a lot to talk about.
Lot to talk about.
So you know what? Let's get into it. Anything we don't finish, we'll recap.
We got our fantasy
on the next episode.
So I was able to play golf at the first place I ever played structured golf when I was like 13 or 14 years old. So there used to be a place called the Lincoln Park Swim Club, and my friend at the time, they belonged to it, so they used to bring me up. So I'd go up, and it was just cabanas around this big square pool, and we just hang out all day. You pull out your chairs, your umbrella, you do a little barbecue, and then you're swimming all day.
Yep.
So they had this little par 3 course. So after a while, we were like, yeah, let's go play this par 3. So you go over there, you rent some clubs. I don't know, it cost $5 back then. Who knows what it was. And so the other day, wanted to play golf, and I didn't have a tee time. And I said, hey, why don't we go over to that par 3? So we went over to the par 3, guy from work, and it was the same setup. They never changed anything other than getting rid of the swimming pool, getting rid of 95% of the cabanas. There's still about 10 cabanas left that they use for storage. And all it is this stupid little storage hut where you open up a door and then you would put your personal stuff in there.
Right.
And we played this par 3 course. It was great. There's nothing longer than 130 yards. All the way down to 95.
Wow! So you're taking pitching wedge or less off.
You got pitching wedge and sand wedge and your putter. That's all you need.
Hey, sometimes that's what you need to practice.
It's actually pretty good because the course was the greens are small and they're relatively kind of hard. They don't hold that well, so you have to be dead on to hold. Otherwise, it just rolls off. So you're doing a lot of chipping and recovering. So
that's cool.
It was really cool. We played there one time on Father's Day with Big Cat, and just because we didn't get a tee time, and I said, the only thing I know is this, and that was probably maybe 20 years ago.
Wow.
So now it's like almost 40 years ago or 35 years ago that I played this course.
You played 18 holes?
Well, they only have 10 holes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
10 holes. That's it.
How many points did you score?
I scored 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's par.
Yeah.
That's great. Or that's par. That's our Zen golf par.
That's our Zen golf par. Yeah.
It's really bogey golf, but
yeah.
that's what we're trying to shoot. So
So that's that one. That was pretty interesting. But the funny thing is, I played golf yesterday, and we just got done reading Zen Golf, and we had the interview with JT, which you guys are going to see right next Thursday. Or something?
next Thursday, our interview is our second episode with JT.
Yeah.
Our Zen golf associate.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome, by the way. How cool was that podcast?
It was great. It was awesome.
So
but
look for that video next Thursday, guys.
Yeah.
A week from today.
Yeah. But the thing is, I'm trying to implement Zen Golf. I get out of my car. It's 6:30 in the morning. It's dark. I get out, and as I'm closing my car door, I'm like kind of stretching. My hand gets smashed in the car door, my finger, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh man. And then I look at there's blood all over the place.
Oh no.
So here I'm thinking, I got Jose, I'm playing with Jose. I'm like, I'm gonna call Jose, tell him I can't play. So I get out the Band-Aids, I wrap it, the thing is throbbing.
Oh no.
And I have to play golf. So I'm just like, how do I get rid of this, through Zen Golf doing this? And sure enough, I gotta say that during the round, this never affected my swing. I got to a point where it was hurting, it was there, more throbbing because you're putting a band, you're holding it.
Yep.
But didn't play so well on the front nine. Only scored 6 points.
Okay.
But the back nine, I scored 10 points. Came full with a 16 for the tournament.
That's great.
For the round.
Yeah.
So that was
So
just
you injured
funny.
yourself right before.
Right before.
You're by yourself in the parking lot.
Yeah, I slamming your finger in the car door. I'm like, what?
It's like a golfer's worst nightmare. Oh my god. You're okay now though?
Yeah, well, it's I didn't take it out. I'm letting it sit for another day, and I'm playing another tournament. I'm playing in another round this morning. So,
All right, you're playing in an outing, right?
playing in an outing, but I think it's just straight up golf. I don't think it's a tournament like best ball or anything.
Oh, good.
I think it's just the engineering club outing. So Big Cat and Joe H. So
Very
yeah,
good.
yeah. So I'm trying to get as much golfing as I can. I'm playing Saturday. I'm playing Monday. I didn't tell you about that. I got a tee time for Monday. Tom Foley's going to play with me.
Nice.
So back at Flanders. Trying to get Berkshire or Sunset. But how about you? What's
I have no golf on the calendar. I think the timer's about to go off. You can grab that. No golf on the calendar until the Alan J. Anderson golf outing. Dana, my girlfriend, she's on the board. They put a whole outing together in
nice.
the name of her uncle, and that is on the 28th.
Right.
So. Actually, I'm probably not going to get around to playing golf. I have a wedding to go to this weekend, and I'm helping Dana set up for the outing. So
Right.
I'll be in and around the golf course. We're going to the pro shop and picking out prizes
Right.
for
The giveaways.
the low score and whatnot, closest to the pin and all that stuff. So in and around golf, but not really playing until the 28th.
Until the 28th.
Yeah.
Well, bring your putter and your chipper, and you can at least do on the practice green.
Right. All right, U.S. Open. They're so it's 5:43 in the morning right now. They're teeing off in like 45
Like
minutes.
6:50 or something. They're teeing off. So that's great. So big weekend. We'll be watching it all weekend.
Very good.
Cheers.
Doug. Good
Good
episode.
day.